It's Friday, Fresh Cash Friday. Today, making a few trades. We made one really good trade. This is the perfect Patrick Wieland setup. I'm going to break down the trade here in this video live during the live stream, show you guys my entry, my exit, and my overall thought process of what I'm looking at and why I believe that this was such a good setup. This is the type of setup that you just got to wait. You got to be patient. Look for this type of setup and then look to capitalize on the momentum. I'm going to show you guys the trades right here live in this video. So let's go. People get greedy with taking profit. Like, you also want to be greedy about taking positions. Like, I don't want to take a position unless I think that it's going to pay me big. You know, I want to look for opportunities where I'm like, oh, this one's too good to not take, right? Like, I want that type of setup. I don't want to be sitting here looking at the chart going, I don't know which way it's going to go. I think basically if we get a breakout here like this, well, we're going to be nice and ready for a push back up here. We're losing that pivot on the SPY right now. We got the VWAP down at the 51s here on the ES. We're riding that 80 EMA beautifully, so get going. Back above 70s, I think we'll test 75s. Can we get this momentum to squeeze all the way through 75? MACD bullish, everything looking good. Just need momentum to squeeze through 75 on the book map right now, showing that big area of liquidity, 75. Get through that, and we squeeze, baby. The anticipation of this break. Everybody's watching this one level right now. Will we break through it? The whole entire market. Is it got the steam to go? Just all comes down to volume. Need that volume to pick up here. Volume has been kind of low through this move here. Just need a big spike in volume. Big spike in volume coming up. Give me that boner candle here. 74s pushing up there, trying to get through there. Hey, it's 2023. Are you still trading stocks? Are you trading options? You want to learn more about getting into the futures market? There is no better way to get into the futures market than checking out Top Step. You can go through the combine for a small monthly fee, then get into a funded account and keep 90% of your profits trading Top Step's money. And I really do think that it's beneficial for all types of traders to finally have a very strict rule structure. Like, hey, if you do this, you break the rule, well, then you're going to pay the penalty. And there it is, 74s. That 75 level about to get taken out. And there's the pop. Up there, 77, beautiful, almost to 80. Having trouble there at the 80s, but that was that perfect little breakout setup there. This is exactly the type of setup that we normally take. And there's that move up there to 78s. I got in at the 66s here when we got that breakout over this high, this candle. And looking to see if we can't get into the 80s now. 79.50, the high so far, 79.25. And there's the 80s now. They're tapping 80s here through that pivot on the SPY. So through the 80s now, beautiful move. Let's go. Rippy. What a time to be alive. You can see my trade there. Jumping in long at the 66s. Taking a little bit of profit there at 77. The last there at the 81s. The Patrick Wieland breakdown, the overall, this is the setup that we love right here. We absolutely, I didn't love the slow move here, but I loved that setup. Why? Let's talk about why we love that setup as we still go higher. We're liking that we're holding the 80 EMA right there. That's beautiful. We got the MACD looking nice and bullish down there. We're looking for that volume to get that pop through there. And there it is up there to 81s. Because what that's basically telling us is once we break above that high of that previous candle, and now we're kind of breaking out of that downtrend. We got that 8 EMA holding there. We had previous resistance here at the 60s turning into support. We had the book map support there at the 60s. And that's exactly the kind of trade we want to get. That's literally an easy 20. I don't know if it's 20 yet, but it could be 20 handles. Push up their 86s next. But in general, that's easy 10 handles. I don't want to say it's like buying a pullback. I'd say it's buying a breakout. Buying a breakout of the pullback. Because the difference between buying a pullback, let's say if we buy a pullback, we're like, okay, we're just going to buy here because we're touching the 80 EMA. Where the problem with that is these pullbacks don't always end up turning into moves higher. They end up sometimes moving the market down. So the goal here is we want to be buying this breakout of this downward trend. You know, really the best opportunity is when this line, you don't want this line to be too much like this. You don't want the line to be too much like this. You kind of want this nice gradual, I'd say like what, that's a 45. 45, I would say, that angle. This is kind of what you want to aim for. And then we had everything lining up. MACD, look how nice the EMAs were looking. There's that push 83 now. So like I said, 86s. There it is, up there, the 84s now, still going. Well, wowzers, that next pivot on the SPY is all the way up at 385. And what's interesting is we talked about this morning. Look at this. We looked at the weekly pivots. That idea of that 385 area this morning. Patrick Whelan, perfect setup again. 3-minute chart, got the EMAs, everything all perfectly lined up. Those EMAs looking nice. The MACD. I mean, I don't really know what else. How else that you just couldn't really get any better at that point. We're above the VWAP. We're pushing above the pivots. That's a rock and roll trade all day. 66 is up there to 86 now. 20 handles. Leo got 14 points. Let's go. The red EMA is the 51. 21 is the blue. The yellow is the 8 EMA.